When I married Rachel, I believed I had found the woman I'd grow old, with the one I'd laugh with through wrinkled skin and quiet mornings, the one who made even the grayest days shimmer with color. She was witty in a way that disarmed you, sharp without being cruel. And when she smiled, it was like the room shifted just slightly to make space for her joy. We had built something peaceful and honest, or so I thought. Ours was a quiet kind of happiness. Weekend brunches at our favorite spot, spontaneous road trips with the windows down and music blaring, long nights curled up on the couch, her head on my chest as the world slowed down around us. Kind of love. I never thought I'd see the day our home, the space we filled with laughter and plans, would begin to hollow out. But about a year ago, something shifted, subtle at first. Late-night texts she wouldn't explain, vague answers when I asked who was messaging her, sudden out-of-town trips that she swore were for work. And in her eyes, something distant, cold, like the warmth had been slowly drained from her over time. I tried to rationalize it, told myself she was just tired. That work had been demanding, that she wasn't sleeping well. I clung to every excuse I could make for her because believing anything else would mean facing something I wasn't ready to confront. But the truth has a way of festering, and one night I couldn't suppress it any longer. While she showered, unlocked her phone. My hands were trembling, my heart pounding so loud I could barely hear anything else. I had never done anything like that before, never needed to. But what I found shattered every illusion I had fought so hard to preserve. There were messages, not one or two, but months' worth. I saw her telling him things I used to dream she only said to me, laughing with him, playing around me. She wrote that I'd never figure it out, and that if I did, I'd get over it eventually. Those words, heal, get over it eventually, cut deeper than the affair itself. It wasn't just cheating. It was her belief that I was too weak, too devoted, too blind to do anything about it. That night, I didn't confront her. I didn't shout or collapse. I just made a quiet vow to myself. I would end this on my terms, not hers. I would not give her the fight she expected. I kissed her the next morning like I always did, acted like her lies hadn't just destroyed the foundation of everything we built. I helped her pack for another one of her so-called business trips, listened as she fabricated every word with a straight face. But behind mine, I was already setting my plan in motion. I started gathering everything, every incriminating message, every call log, every time-stamped photo. I pieced together a timeline like a detective building a case. It led straight to a name, him, a married coworker, smug and arrogant, who thought he was immune to consequences. He wasn't even discreet. They'd sent each other pictures, jokes, secret meeting spots. I dug deep and found more than enough to see the whole picture. It was pathetic, really. She had thrown away 5 years of marriage for a man who couldn't even protect himself, let alone her. I moved in silence, quietly met with a lawyer, set up a new bank account, slowly shifted funds without raising alarms. I removed her name from every asset she wasn't legally tied to. All the while, I kept wearing the mask she had come to expect, trusting, predictable. She didn't notice a thing. She still believed she held the upper hand, that I was clueless, that she had time to keep playing both sides. Then came Saturday morning. I made us coffee, just like always, then handed her a plain folder across the table. Inside was everything, the evidence, the texts, the pictures, the hotel receipts, a copy of the divorce papers, a complete list of things she was walking away from, things she once told me she'd never live without. She opened it, flipping through page after page, her face draining of color, hands beginning to shake. She tried to deny it at first, but I didn't flinch, didn't respond. Then the tears came, then the fury. She snapped, demanding to know why I hadn't come to her, why I hadn't tried to fix things, why I didn't fight for us. I looked her in the eye and gave her the only answer that mattered. You said I'd get over it. I just decided to get over you instead. That broke her composure completely. She begged, swore it was a mistake, said she was confused, said it didn't mean anything. But the words I had read in her texts were burned into my memory. Her laughing at me behind my back, calling me boring, saying she regretted marrying me. There was no misunderstanding those words. There was no coming back from that kind of mockery. I didn't shout. I didn't insult her. I didn't give her the chaos she expected. I simply stood, told her to be out by the end of the week, and walked away. She screamed after me, demanding I look at her, telling me she still loved me, but I didn't turn around. I had spent far too long loving someone who treated me like I was disposable. A few weeks after the divorce was finalized, Mi said she missed me, said she'd made a mistake, that she was lost without me. I read it, then deleted it. I didn't respond. She hadn't cared about closure when she was lying in someone else's bed. She didn't get to ask for it now. For mutual friends, I learned her little fantasy with the coworker collapsed shortly after I exposed everything. His wife found out. His job came under review. He shut her out, ghosted her to save himself. She was left to face the wreckage alone, exactly where her choices had led her. As for me, I moved on. I poured everything into healing. I traveled. I reconnected with people who truly cared. I made new memories. I let the weight of her lies fall from my shoulders like a burden I had carried too long. I didn't realize how heavy it had been until I was finally free. She thought I'd get over it. What she never understood was that I would get over her too completely, quietly, and without a single regret.